Hey team, welcome back. So we are on to our last CRUD operation, which is update, and I skipped the order just because I wanted to save the best for last. Okay, so I want you to stop the video and invest some time into knocking this one down and doing it on your own. I promise you, once I show you my solution, you're probably going to laugh and perhaps even scream at me. But I do want you to start trying to do things on your own. So please go ahead and pause the video and try and knock this one down on your own, okay? All right, so I hope that you had fun trying to update an existing project. If for some reason you struggle with this, don't worry, because actually we didn't have to do anything. Yes, you heard me right, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of experienced dudes out there, and some experienced ladies too that are like, yeah, I knew that we didn't have to do anything, but I know that there are some people that are starting out that didn't know this. But yeah, you literally don't have to do anything, and I'll tell you why. All right, so I'm just going to restart my server so that we can have a fresh, what am I doing? So we can have a fresh one. Give me a second. Sorry, I was pushing that to the branch for the latest or for the previous video lecture, so that's why. All right, so anyway, if you try and persist this this project here, it'll give you an ID and it'll give you all the attributes, and this is fine. And if we go to the database, it's obviously persisted. By the way, every time that you reboot the server, you have to reconnect. And as you can see, we have it here. Now, what happens if we try and change this and call it update? It's obviously going to give us project ID already exists. Okay, so what do we do now? Well, there's a very simple way of doing this. And actually, JPA, if you didn't know this by now, you're going to be happy to know this. JPA is actually smart enough that if you pass it the database ID, it's smart enough to know that to actually try and locate this. And then if it exists and if the project object is valid, then it'll update it. So again, we're not writing one line of code in this video. I'm just showing you how it works, because once we have the client, once we wire up the client, all we have to do is make sure that when we update, we pass the ID from the database, and that's it. That's literally all we have to do. So now that I'm passing this here, this project update is actually going to go through, even though this is only unique, right? Because at this point, JPA knows that we're updating this item or this element in the database. And if we do this, you see the description here, project update. And actually, I should put this in a better order. I'll do it later. But project update, dated name, and if we do the same here, project updated name. And if we run our database again, project updated name, and no duplicates, no nothing. So I'm sorry if I made you struggle a little bit here, but it's important for you guys to try on your own. But in the end, we didn't have to do anything. So I'm just gonna wrap things up here. We have a really nice looking API, and what we're gonna do next then is start working on React to actually perform all these operations on the React side. So really looking forward to seeing you guys there.